Hello everyone, welcome back. So I guess this is going to be like the third episode here, and so far this is what I've got done. And today of course this is going to be my third day working on this here. So I'm going to be putting on the wheels. So and the fenders eventually. So just kind of want to show you uh, what I the bearings um, and the whole assembly of this. All this came out of here, of course, um, and of course the back portion of the bearing and the seal in the back uh, is on the back side here. Um, but you probably want to grease your bearings, and so far this is kind of like what they have on it. I would probably recommend, well, actually it says in the manual to clean them out and then repack them. And they're kind of really dirty anyway. Um, so that's kind of what it looks like. The larger bearing here and the seal is on the back side. That usually goes right here in the back. The smaller bearing goes on the front side, and then you have your cotter pin right here. And let me just remove the cotter pin, and then that's your let me see here, castle nut. And then you have your washer, and the washer won't go more than right here. So that's the order in which you want to put this in. And if you're wondering how I got it all out, these two pretty much came loose on the top with the cotter pin, if you've seen the previous episodes. What stays in the wheel or the hub back here, as you can see the indentation for where the bearing goes, that stays in here. And to get it out, I just took these out, slipped it back in with the bearing and the seal, put the castle nut, because the castle nut is big enough to pull that out, and I pulled the tire out. So and then it just leaves me bare like this. So that's a way you can take everything out. So just go ahead and take all the bearing and the washer out, pull the castle nut off. The bearing and the seal will be back here. Put the whole tire assembly back on to the axle. Try to slip it in there, and then put the castle nut back on. You may even want to put the washer on, maybe that would have helped. And then go ahead and pull it out, and you should be left with the back portion of the bearing and the seal. And so I just put it this way to kind of show you what it all comes and how it should go. Should go like this anyway, hopefully. Let me see here. There's a pin that goes right here. There we go. Cotter pin goes in here. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get a grease gun, because there is looks like a little connection here where you can attach your grease gun and fill the hub with grease. Highly recommend that as well. So just wanted to show you that before I put the whole wheel assembly on. And of course, somewhere over here, I believe it's either here or these two, will be your, or maybe here, your fender seat and fender should go. Let me see. Yeah, looks like it's going to go right here. And then your fender should be somewhere right here over it. So I'll be putting that on eventually. So just give you an update on that. So today is the third day I'm working on it. Of course, I was kind of interrupted. If you really, with no interruptions, and you just went ahead and did this, and you have a really good idea what to do, you could probably knock this out in 2 days. But again, this is my first time doing this, and I'm taking my time with it, and plus I'm kind of getting interrupted. People want to borrow my tools. Of course, I'll loan it out. Your neighborhood is only as good as you make it out to be. So, anyways, let me cut out, and I'll cut back in when I get all this assembled, probably with the grease gun as well. Get that going. Thanks. All right, everyone, back again. A little cut in. So I did the same thing on the other side, and again, same process. Use the castle nut to pull out the bearings and the seal on the back side here. That's kind of what it looks like. I'll probably have to Manuel recommends to wash them, degrease them, and then repack them. So well, I guess I'll have to do that. And anyways, I went ahead and put the fender on, and because I kind of did this out of order, I had to use my little wrench to get back under here, because if you look, it's a U channel, so you can't use your socket, and then the spring is in the way. So having this at an angle coming in under here kind of helps, so it's not that bad. And I'm going to put the fender on finally. The fender seat is on, and I think I can work with the tires. If I can't for any reason, I'll go ahead and just take the tire off the hub and then work with the bearings that way. But whatever works. So anyways, the reason I'm cutting in here is to show you this is you got two of these, and the holes are a little, you can see they're offset. You see that? They're not in the middle. So there's only one way to put them on. I mean, these don't make a difference, but if you put them on, let's say, you see right here, if you put them on like this, where the holes are a little bit further to, I guess, the right, it's not going to fit. So you got to turn it over the other way, and when the holes line up like this, there we go, holes line up, it's going to fit, giving you a little bit of a clearance. If you see that, there you go. So it's going to give you a little bit of clearance, and that's kind of what I wanted to, that's the reason for the cut in here, for me to cut in with the recording anyway. So I'm cutting in and cutting out. So that's kind of what it's really starting to take shape and form. Like I said, this is my third day. I'll probably finish it today. If all goes well, like the wiring goes well and the packing and everything goes well. There you go. Of course, I still got to put the hitch on right here, which is not too difficult. There's 4 bolts. You bolt it vertically and horizontally. So again, I'd probably use this goes down under here, and there's a bolt and a nut that goes right here, and then there's a bolt that goes all the way through to the other side. So again, I'm gonna probably go on one side and go on the other side to do the top first, and then do the sides after that, and that should get my hitch on. So yeah, it's starting to all come together. Starting to really look good and take form. So okay, I'll cut out and cut back in when I get things done. Bye. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Just want to show you what a bearing will look like when it's dirty, or when the grease that comes with it. You probably already have seen it, and that's kind of what it looks like. It's all goopy and everything, and of course the grease I got is going to be different. And here's the bearings before, or after I should say, fairly clean. So I'm going to repack these things. Big difference. So if you're wondering how I did this, of course I don't have a packer, a grease packer or bearing packer or anything. According to Manuel, it says to clean this with some kind of degreaser. Well, I don't really have a greaser. I have a bucket, which I put some water and a lot of soap and a wire brush. And then what I do is, because the way I got my air compressor in there all set up, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I linked my air compressor, and just to let you know, I was a little worried if they both went off, because I have it set up where they go off at different PSIs. The cut-in is at different PSIs. I'll put a link up there for that it would trip the breaker. Well, when I was blowing air at 90 PSI on both of them, you know, a lot of air goes through. Well, they both went off at the same time, and to my surprise, they did not trip the breaker. They both ran, so that's good to know. So basically what I do is I wash them off as much as I can, and then I blow the air between the bearings, and it blows the grease out of there and out. So if you're wondering what this dirty spot is right here, that's the grease being blown out of the bearings and the brush as well. I air the brush as well. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Still haven't gotten that far. Had to help a neighbor who borrowed my my floor jack out here. He was so impressed. He wanted me to go get one with him with the coupon, which I did help him with that. So here I got two grease guns. One's a manual pump, and the other one is an air pneumatic pump. And I read the reviews, and you know, some say it works, some say it doesn't work, and I tested it. They both work. So I don't know what they're doing here. Didn't do a review on it because this is part of the trailer that I'm building. But basically, open the canister, put it in, pushed out the any air that was in there, and then started pulling the trigger, and came out. So same thing with this. So they're both cheap. I'm going to keep both of them. One's I'm going to keep in the shop, and the other one is going to be just, you know, people loaning out or taking out on the road or whatever. Just portable. Portability is a big thing for me. So anyways, that's where I'm at right now. Just want to keep you all up to date on this. Hopefully I can get the wheels on today. It's day 3, and maybe I'll get into day 4. Really, you can do this in 2 days if you're not interrupted and just work on it. But you know, for me, it's you know, I got things to do while I'm doing this. So anyways, cut out here and come back. I'll cut back in somewhere else. Alright everyone, so got them clean, and pretty much that's what they look like. Wish I could get you a better lighting here. Maybe we can arrange that with the flashlight here. But both the grease gun work, so it's not a problem. There we go. Maybe that helps a little bit. Anyways, there we go. Battery's dying on this here. Oh, there, you could kind of see it now. So, not quite finished yet. I gotta grease the hub inside. But I just put that there just to put it somewhere. But put the bearings back into the hub, And then I should have everything set. And there's the washer. Good. The washer and the castle nut. So after that, I'll put it on, and on the other side over there I got it ready. I'll basically do one and kind of show you how I did it. Pack the bearings without a packer. Didn't want to buy that because I know you can pack it without it. And grease the hub as well on this, and then put it on, and then I'll have the wheels on for the most part. So well, I'm probably going to do that soon here because the jack's on this side. So anyways, let me get set up here, and then I'll go ahead and pack this side and put the wheels on then. Alright, I'm back here, and see I got my grease here. So I'm going to go ahead and just start packing the bearings here with this grease. So let me go ahead and start with this one. I'll just put it right back on, and then grease the hub, and then get this going here. Actually, you know what I'll do is I'll go backwards because I know I got to put this onto the hub. So let me grease this first. And so basically, just y'all probably know this, but I'll do it anyway. Just put some grease on your hand here. Yeah, there you go. Gets really greasy, and helps to have some gloves when you do this. You can probably start seeing it come out. So let me see if I can do this one side. So you can see, you gotta kind of, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? You can see the red coming out through the other side compared to the other ones. You can see right through it. See the red right here. So basically, I'm gonna keep doing that until I get something like that all the way around. That way I know the grease has gone into the bearings here. Try to do it somewhat up close if it focuses. It's a pretty messy process, but done. There you go. You can see it kind of ooze out right there. Oozing out. Oh yeah. There you go. You see it ooze out. Just force it into your palm. There we go. And just to make sure, see it ooze out on there. That's okay. So, pretty satisfied with it. Get this out of here. I think it has enough grease everywhere. Okay. So, got that done. So I'm just going to slide this in here. Don't worry, I'm going to take it out. Has to go back into the hub anyway. Let me grab the other one. Grab this one. Looks like this one goes into the body. This is strange. This has a little spring inside of it. all the other ones didn't, but we'll see how hard it is to pack with the spring in it. Hopefully it's not going to affect it anyway. Okay, it's a little harder, but the grease is going into the bearings, so try to hurry up here. It almost looks like ketchup. This is kind of supposedly high temperature grease. Summertime around here in Texas gets pretty hot, so of course there wasn't that much difference in cost. Anyways, so alright, and I don't know if this helps or not, but I guess in this situation, more grease the better. I'm just going to go ahead and put it the other way right here. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take that right out. This part right here is the seal. I'm going to put some more grease in here just to make sure. And also, it's a great way to clean off your glove. Put a little bit more grease on here. Just give it some reserve grease if it needs it, ever. There we go. Okay. So, pretty much got that done, and now I'm going to go ahead and grease the hub. With all this leftover grease in my hand, I'll do that off. You're not going to be able to quite see it, or maybe I could pan over. Let me see here. There we go. It's right there. So I'll go ahead and grease it up here. This is the wrong side anyway. It's alright, I guess I can grease this side as well. Man, when your things get greasy, it's hard to work with your hands. There we go. Okay, this is the back side, and this is more or less the side that needs the greasing here. So let me grab more grease and just be liberal with it. I guess it wouldn't hurt to put it in here. This is where the bearing's going to go. Oh, sorry. Alright, so let's get the bearings here. And they go in this way, cone shaped going in. That's the way that is. Probably need to be tapped in after I'm finished. Okay. So the back side, and I'm going to tap it in later. But back here, I'm just going to take this, set this side in that goop. Oh boy. And I'm going to take the rest of take the gloves off here. Ooh, man. Okay. So, basically, that's how you pack them, and of course over here, that's where you put it back in, and I'll go ahead and put it onto the axle here. And when I do that, I'll cut back in, alright? Alright, here you go. This one looks like it's all back in now. And if you can see here, you can see the grease. And basically, I put the other bearing in, and then the washer, the castle nut, and then the cotter pin. And the cotter pin, as you can see, I flipped over the axle to the end here. And then all I have to do now is put in the cap, the dust cap, which is back here. So let's see how it rolls first. Alright, hopefully this will not seize, won't seize on me, but looks like it's pretty good. So all I have to do is just do the other side the same way, and then I'll torque. Some of these nuts look a little, they are loose, so just got to torque the bolts here, and after that should be it. I'm done with the wheels, so I'll keep you tuned. Alright, bye. Alright everyone, I think this is it here. Put the hitch on. Hitch was a little tricky because the way you gotta get this in is the chain hooks up to this top part, and you can't torque them all the way, because if you do, you can't get these in, which go through the other side here. And so you have to do this one first, I recommend. Get it all the way, but don't torque it all the way. Get this in second. Don't torque it all the way. Leave some room so you can get these in. Once you get these in, you have to be kind of creative, but take this end, stick it under here, and it's kind of hard because you got you can't even see it, but you got a plate here, and then you have a plate right here to deal with, and then you can get in here. But you can, if you angle this just the right way, or I'm sorry, if you angle this the right way. And the way you do it is, I'll try to show it to you in this fashion, because you're coming in at an angle like this, and let me see here, I'm blocking the light now. So you're coming in at an angle, and you're getting it like this. Now instead of like this, you're kind of coming in like this on the way it goes, and then you're able to use your air ratchet to tighten it up. Same thing for this. You want to, because if you look, this piece right here that goes across is blocking it, but there's enough room on the top to get right in there and hold that nut in. Sorry if you can't see, it's a little dark, but so after that, go ahead and you already got these in, put the nut, just tighten these as much as you can, and there you go, you got your hitch. So that's that. So that's done. The last thing for me to do is go ahead and grease the hubs, which there's let me see if I can find it here. If it's anywhere I can see. There it is. If you can see that. Where's the darn flashlight? Maybe this one I can see a little bit better. Yeah, here it is. So there's a little, there it is, this little tip right here. I know it's hard to see. Oh, here's the flashlight. Okay. There it is. So that little piece right there, I'm going to go ahead and put my grease gun in it, and that's going to fill the hub with grease, and that should be done with that. I got the cap on, the dust cap on this right here, but for some reason this dust cap won't come on, and it never could go on, so it's kind of exposed here, but let me pull it out a little bit and work on it, but I'm going to go ahead and grease it. After that, just the electrical is all I have left to do, and there you go. There's my new trailer. Got to get some accessories. Probably have to get a trailer stand on it, which got a coupon for that, and maybe spare, maybe not. I'm not sure. We'll see. Anyways, thanks a lot. This is gonna be the end of today. I guess day 4 will be the electrical. So, stay tuned for the next episode.